What you're hearing now is the second recording of episode 136 of the podcast. I usually get up around 6 o'clock, maybe even 7, finish up my notes, make sure everything's finalized, then I record, I edit, create the graphic, do the notes, and then I post it. And I did that today. Got up, went to church, had a good service. Stopped to get lunch. And as I was heading home, I realized that I had to go back home and re-record the podcast again. It doesn't even feel real saying it. Jason David Frank, the actor best known for donning the green and White Ranger personas as Tommy Oliver in the original run of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, has died at the age of 49. I actually bought a Dragon Dagger about maybe a couple of weeks ago because I had every intention of meeting him at GalaxyCon next year and getting him to sign it. And now that's not going to happen. I know many of you out there have met JDF and a little jealous, but that's another hero of mine I'm not going to get to meet. We just had, my Batman, and now my Green Ranger. As for the alleged circumstances behind his death, let me just say this. Mental health is very important. A good mental health space is very important. And for most of us, we can't do that alone. We need outside help. And for some of us, we need professional help. The National Suicide Prevention Line has now been designated as 988. It's a new 3-digit dialing code that will route all callers to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. So whether you're on a home phone or a mobile, if you're having those thoughts, just dial 988 and there'll be someone on the other end who will help you. JDF, the Geek space, the world will definitely feel a little lost knowing you're not here. Shout out to his 4 children who he survived by. You'll be missed, Tommy. You'll be missed. Ladies and gentlemen, blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek?
DYSG, keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs, dope topics, come see. DYSG, keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs, dope topics, come see. I got a question, do you speak geek? New episodes on the podcast dropping each week. Get hip to the game, I'm giving y'all a sneak peek. Flavor for your ears, bars flowing on unique beats. Blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks. The Source Wall Wednesday dropping comics. You should cop, I think you'd ought to peep. Don't sleep on Dono and Nix. They preaching the gospel, real ish, ill like mono, they sick. Thumb life if you're into games with combos and kicks. This podcast is a gift, it's as real as it gets. Blurs taking over, with clever marketing we gain exposure. Feeding the community magic, your boy's a nerd promoter. The dialogue is Jimmy Crackcorn, we aiming for gold. The truth was told, I can't speak for other platforms. Sharp as cats out like knives, claws, and tack thorns. We blacking out, going crazy like a black storm. DYSG, don't forget to follow back. Hosting on the airwaves, always keeping it a stack. Flowers to my haters, psych, I ain't giving y'all jack. Number 1 on the charts, give your boy a gold plaque.
Yo, everybody, what's good? It's your boy Nix, back again, episode 136. Shout out to everybody who has been rocking with me thus far, all the fam, all the friends, the followers, the subscribers. But if you are new here, welcome to Do You Speak Geek? This is the podcast. We bring you all the latest and greatest inside of the geek realm as far as news and reviews. Shout out to Spreaker. That's the home team. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all much over there. But wherever you get your podcast, wherever you subscribe, whatever podcast outlet you are a part of, please be sure to search for Do You Speak Geek and hit that subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Facebook at DYSGFB. Twitter at DYSG_tweets. Forever how long that's going to be. Twitch at DYSG_games. Instagram, TikTok, and Quirk Chat at Do You Speak Geek. The YouTube channel, the only place you can find the Donald and Daddy Show. Please be sure to subscribe, like, Hulk, smash that bell for all notifications, and leave comments. We want to know what you guys think. Keep an eye out. December 10th, the DYSG Awards streaming across YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. December 10th at 1 p.m. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It's going to be a great time. Hopefully you guys enjoy what we put together, and we're going to have such a great time. Not a lot to talk about here as far as reviews, but we definitely got some news coming for y'all. So let's go ahead and do what we do about this time, people. Y'all already know. Let's speak geek.
Suit up.
I wanna be the very best.
Talk nerdy to me.
All right, we got reviews coming at you rapid fire. Wednesday, season 1. Jenny Ortega shines as Wednesday in this exciting, I'll bet rocky from time to time, new addition to the Addams Family pantheon. It's pretty good. Check it out. Disenchanted. Rather than rekindling the magic of Enchanted, Disenchanted focuses on its own version of Happily Ever After to mostly successful results. If you have Disney Plus, it's worth a peep. And finally, Atari 50, the anniversary celebration. It offers a completely new, very fun way to explore several decades of Atari arcade machines, consoles, handhelds, and PCs. If you are a true gamer of the old school, this is one you got to get your hands on. It's on all platforms. Trust me, you want to get your hands on this one. Oh man, memories in that thing. Memories. Let's go ahead and hop into my favorite portion of the show. Y'all know the vibes. Source Wall.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Behold the source wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
Enough said, Stan. Let's hop right into it. To pull this week, we got 8 Billion Genies number 6. We're now exploring the first 8 years after G-Day, the moment when everyone on Earth got a genie and one wish. Humanity has found new ways to live. Come with us to explore the secrets of Hope's Hollow, Tomorrowville, and the grooviest little town this side of Poughkeepsie, Fun City. Y'all, this comic has been crazy, you hear me? Oh man, 2 issues to go. I have no idea what's gonna happen in the end. I just know I'm not gonna know how to behave when it's over. Ugh. Vanish number 3. Oliver takes on former Baron Vanish's acolytes Wormhole and Silkworm, and no one will go home unchanged, if they even survive the confrontation. Meanwhile, members of the Prestige continue to move their pieces around the board, but what's their end game? This has been a dope book for Image. Check this one out. Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 2. The creepiest spider story in years continues. Beset and beleaguered by the wicked power of Demon Bear, Peter Parker is having nightmares whenever he falls asleep, and sometimes even when he hasn't. Worse still, it's making his time as Spider-Man even more difficult. But that's no rest for a weary Spider, and the web slinger will have no choice but to dig in and hang on, unless he wants to meet a grisly end. You get it? Because, like, the Demon Bear and Grizzly Inn, you get it? It's like, okay, all right. Yep, you'll get it. You'll move on. All right. Batman, Gotham Knights, Gilded City, number 2. More than a century in Gotham's past, the mysterious hero known as the Runaway investigates a rash disappearance of targeting the city's working class. In the present, it's Batman versus Nightwing. Y'all already know who I'm going for. The Dark Knight's further research into the volatile Golden Iris virus leads him to Bloodhaven, and his former partner isn't happy to see him. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of my city, Bats. You know what I'm saying? You don't belong here. You don't belong in this side of town. You don't even live over here. You don't even go here. Get out of here. Nightwing got this. And finally, we have Hitomi. Hitomi urges Yasuke to lead the sumo circuit and join her on the Edo Road, where men and monsters roam wild, but opportunities abound, and where she can begin her training in earnest. This has been a good book too. So check this one out, peep this one, and check out all your comic books this week at your local comic book store. Let's watch this.
Watch this, y'all. Thunder! Thunder! Thunder!
The Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude. I am the villain of the story.
All right, you couch potatoes. Streets of Rage adaptation from John Wick creator has been acquired. So Lionsgate has acquired the motion picture rights for the Sega game, opening the door for a film adaptation of the popular franchise. Derek Kolstad, who has previously worked in John Wick and all of its sequels, will write and produce the adaptation. Streets of Rage centers around a group of ex-cops who weaponize their fist in deadly fashion to take on dangerous crime syndicates. Alongside Kolstad, Sega's Toru Nakahara and DJ2 Entertainment's Dimitri M. Johnson, Timothy I. Stevenson, and Dan Javons will produce the film. Nakahara, who produced the first 2 Sonic the Hedgehog movies to massive box office success, is overseeing the project for Sega alongside Shutsu Itsumi. I'm with it, you know, I mean, how bad could it be? It's not one of those properties that people have like this long drawn, you know, I guess longing for. They don't have it really close to the heart. I mean, I don't see how you can mess it up. And, you know, hey, let's why stop there? You know, we got Sonic, we got Streets of Rage. Let's go ahead and throw in Vector Man. You know what I'm saying? Let's throw in Earthworm Jim. Let's make a whole Sega universe, you know, while we at it. Let's get it. Alter Beast. Let's go ahead and get this thing popping. Silk, Spider Society live action TV series heads to Prime Video. Angela Kang, who served as showrunner on The Walking Dead, will head up Silk, Spider Society, which also sees Spider-Verse alumni Phil Lord and Chris Miller, as well as Sony boss Amy Pascal as executive producers. Quote, I'm beyond thrilled to be joining the Amazon Studios family for this next chapter of my career. I'm looking forward to working with the executive team on diverse, character-forward, water cooler shows for a global audience, and I'm so excited to dive my fist headfirst into the challenge of bringing Korean-American superhero Silk to life on screen. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, the show is based on the character Cindy Moon, aka Silk, a Korean-American hero who was bitten by the same spider that bit Peter Parker, imbuing her with spider sense, web shooting abilities, superhuman strength, speed, and agility. Now, was it the same spider? Because if it's the same spider, that thing is elusive. It's immortal, and it's hunting people. Maybe a spider like it, but it was the same spider? Unless they're gonna write it that way, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, additionally, Silk Spider will be the first in a series of Spider spin-offs heading to Prime Video as part of a multi-series deal. Wow. So this is just the first, y'all. We might even see Spider-Punk. We could see, I don't know, maybe Miles? Maybe not Miles. Miles might be too big. Maybe Spider-Man 2099. Ooh, maybe Superior Spider-Man. I don't know. Ben Reilly? I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? Like there's some. I got ideas, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm keeping it to myself. But I got ideas. What do y'all think? What are some of those other projects that they could be bringing to the table? What do you guys think? Speaking of other projects, DC's James Gunn seems to be teasing a Mr. Terrific project. Now on Twitter, as long as it may last, Gunn simply posted a photo of Mr. Terrific, aka Michael Holt, with no text included. This has fans in the replies certain that the character will make his way to the new DC universe in some way soon. So I'm definitely with that. Means Mr. Terrific is definitely one of the most intelligent people in the DC universe. Now I know also James Gunn loves to do obscure characters, so I have a few suggestions for you, Mr. Gunn, if you are listening. I would recommend also giving us Dead Man. He would be a great story to tell. I would definitely do a film or even a series on The Question, and this is Vic Sage and Renee Montoya. You know, it could be a passing of the mantle. Speaking of mantles, I know a lot of people, when they talk about Green Lantern, they either want to see Hal Jordan, or if you grew up watching the animated Justice League series, you want to see Jon Stewart. Me personally, I'm a Kyle Rayner guy, so why don't we let him be the front guy? You know what I'm saying? You know, something to do. You also love teams. You also like that dark shit too. I know you do. So why not do an Injustice Society film? I could see you doing that. You did a good job at Brightburn. You did a good job with, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy. Just combine the two, you know, tones, and there you go. Now, at some point, Mr. Gunn, you may have to touch Batman as well too. Why not give us a very close to the vest version of A Death in the Family? All right, maybe even give us an action rom-com with Green Arrow and Black Canary. Give us a bloody cop film with Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. And we can do all three versions. We can do Dave, we can do Ted and Jaime. And please, if you're going to do anything, sir, give me the whole Milestone Dakotaverse. I don't just want Static. I want Icon. I want Rocket. I want Hardware. I want the Blood Syndicate. Hell, I even want Duo. Throw it all in there. Let's get it going. Whew, man, what a time to be alive. Finally, we have Chris Hemsworth taking a break from acting. Now, in a recent episode of Limitless, revealed that Hemsworth is genetically predisposed to developing Alzheimer's disease. It's not a predeterministic gene, but it is a strong indication, he said. 10 years ago, I think it was more of a determinant, especially with his genetic makeup, including 2 copies of the APOE4 gene, one from his mother and one from his father. The combination reportedly leads to an increased Alzheimer's risk. It's really triggered in him to want to take some time off, he explained. And since he's finished the show now, he's been completing things he's already contracted to do. Now, when I finish this tour this week, I'm going to go home. I'm going to have a good chunk of time off and just simplify. Be with my kids, be with my wife. I like that attitude, Mr. Hemsworth. We here at DUISG wish you all the best of luck, and hopefully things go well for you, sir. Let's go ahead and hop into Thumb Life.
Peace, love, and video games!
That sound like Donkey Kong.
That man is playing Galaga.
All right, gamers, let's hop into this Game Awards 2022 nominations. Jeff Niley has announced every nominee for the Game Awards 2022, with God of War Ragnarok and Elden Ring leading the way with 10 nominations and 7 nominations respectively. God of War Ragnarok includes Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Art Direction, Best Score and Music, Best Audio Design, 2 in Best Performance, Best Action Adventure, and Innovation and Accessibility. Elden Ring saw a number of similar nominations, including Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Art Direction, Best Score and Music, Best Audio Design, and Best RPG. Now, the list of the nominations in total are all online, so check those out when you get a chance. Who do you guys see win the Game of the Year? I don't know, but if the wave has served us correctly in the past, it's definitely going to be God of War. But, we'll see what happens. And finally, we have Dead Island 2 has been delayed again. Announced on Dead Island's Twitter, for how long it lasts, the delay from February 3rd to April 28th at least only marks a 12-week delay compared to its several years since its initial release of spring 2015. No specific reason for the delay was given, so it appears developer Dambuster Studios simply needs more time. Quote, "The irony of delaying Dead Island 2 is not lost on us, and we are as disappointed as you undoubtedly are." It said in a joint statement with Deep Silver, the publisher. The delay is just 12 short weeks, and development is on a final straight right now. So it's coming soon. Just chill, rest on that, and we'll be having some Dead Island soon. Dead Island was crazy, that first one, especially that opening song. If y'all know, you know. But I'm looking forward to this one, and we'll see what happens when it finally does come out next spring. So that's the pod for me again. Yeah, man, JDF, that one hurt. That one definitely hurt. But I had to come back up here and give him his flowers one more time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Please be sure to listen to this podcast, subscribe to this podcast, let your boy know what you think about this podcast. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. Check out the YouTube channel, subscribe to the videos there. As always, people, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?